the things that I would tell young players or young musicians is, number one, don't think this is easy. You may do great in your college band, and you may do great in your local music scene. The big scene is real difficult, and you have to be completely committed to your art, whatever that means. And it can be writing songs, it can be playing guitar, it can be whatever you want to do. But you have to be passionately focused on it. If you're not passionately involved in it, don't bother, because there are people out there who will run over you every time. And passion is really the name of the game. You should never do anything that you're not passionate about. The other thing that I would say to people is, don't be closed-minded. One of the things that's very interesting, that when John first interviewed me for Artist House, we were talking about, when he first told me he was going to start doing Artist House, the website and what it was all about, and he wanted to interview people, I said, you should come here and interview all the guys who work for me, guys and girls. Most of them started out as musicians, and they all found out that there are other things to do. And some of them are brilliant. Sam Kaufman is one of the best mixers in Los Angeles. Well, he started out gigging on guitar. He went to Berkeley. He graduated from Berkeley. And the guy is a brilliant audio mixer and has little or no interest in playing guitar. He kind of did that. And now every day is a new challenge for him that's exciting, dealing with all kinds of media and as well as music, and excelling at that and becoming a master at that pursuit. So there are opportunities that happen that you can't ever say no to. And sometimes you can get off track of following whatever it is your true passion is, and you don't want to do that. But if it seems to be able to be incorporated into what your passions, dreams, focus is, it's worth pursuing. I mean, my thing with computers was a complete divergence. But think of the power of what I learned in that year or so that I worked for a computer company, including getting involved with Roland Corporation. Roland started a thing called the MPS, Music Processing System, was a Windows-based sequencer that Roland created in about 1985. And it was one of the first MIDI sequencers. And I was involved with them, with marketing that and helping them figure out what that was all about, only because I was involved in the computer business. So it's interesting how it all can fold together and make sense. You know, even at one point I took cello lessons. Why? Just because I wanted to find out what the cello was about. So it wasn't stopping being a saxophone player. It was just I wanted to understand string instruments. So I took cello lessons, which was kind of fascinating. Believe in yourself is a mantra that I think is very important. You can emulate other people. It's what Charlie Parker said a long time ago, which is study this, copy that, learn that, and then forget all that shit and play your horn. If you believe in you and you do what it is that you do, nobody can do that better. The worst that happens is you fail. The best that happens is you will have succeeded being true to yourself. If you only try to be John Coltrane, you will be like all the other people who try to be John Coltrane. If I'm a saxophone player being Alanette, nobody will ever do that better. It may not be what the audience wants to hear, in which case I was wrong. But if it is, nobody will ever accomplish that more completely than I. And my thing has always been, put the music in front of the people, and if they dance, you were right. And if they don't dance, you were wrong. Because it really is about moving people. And when I say it's about, that in today's world is anything related to media, communications, music, et cetera, et cetera. And it really is about being true to what it is that you believe is the case and what you believe the audience wants to hear. Basically, art is the integrity of the artist as perceived by the audience. There is nothing else. If Picasso makes a single line on a piece of paper and people believe that's art, it's art.